Is being a welder still worth it? The pay says yes for a lot of people, and the path can be fast. Pipeline hands with 6G pipe certification can pull 150,000 to 200,000 in strong seasons with per diem and rig pay. Underwater welder divers can top 300,000, but the fatality rate is roughly 15 times the average worker. The money is real and the danger is real. Artificial intelligence, or AI for short, is creeping into welding in surprising places. That does not hit every welder the same way. Today we will break down real paychecks, top states, and whether AI helps welders or replaces them. Stay for the assessment. Welders join metal using heat and filler to create strong, permanent joints. They cut, braze, and repair everything from handrails to pressure pipe. Work settings range from factories and shipyards to skyscraper beams, refineries, and pipeline ditches. Weather, heights, and tight spaces are common. Processes matter. TIG, which stands for gas tungsten arc welding, or GTAW, is precise. MEG, gas metal arc welding, or GMAW, is fast. Stick, shielded metal arc welding, or SMAW, rules the field. Flux core, FCAW, is a structural workhorse. Quality control is strict. Many jobs require code tests, X-ray inspections, and recertification to keep you on the line. The typical welder earns about $48,940 per year, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, or BLS. That is roughly $23.53 an hour. Most welders fall on either side depending on location and specialty. Average pay runs about $52,860, with the top-tier earners over $72,970 and the bottom tier under $35,030 per BLS data. There are about 431,000 welders employed nationwide, making it one of the largest skilled trades. Top-paying states lean energy and marine. The leaders include Alaska, Hawaii, Wyoming, North Dakota, and Texas. Alaska welders land around 72,800, driven by North Slope pipelines and marine work. Hawaii sits near 66,500 thanks to shipyards and military work. Wyoming and North Dakota hover around 60,000 from oil and gas. Texas comes in around 56,900 on average pay, pushed by refineries, petrochemical, and LNG projects. Washington and California also pay well in aerospace and shipbuilding. On the low end, Mississippi, Arkansas, South Dakota, West Virginia, and Florida cluster around 40 to 44,000, mostly light manufacturing production welding. Entry-level apprentices are paid to learn. Expect about $18 to $28 per hour in the first year at 50 to 60% of journeyman scale. Field jobs add per diem and travel. Cross-country pipeline hands often see $100 to $150 per day on top of hourly plus truck and rig allowances. Union packages are strong. Journeyman scales can run $45 to $75 per hour, plus full health, pension, and annuity paid by the contractor. Here is the real ceiling. Pipeline welders with 6G can make $80,000 to $150,000 base, and top hands in boom seasons clear $200,000 plus. Underwater welding is the extreme. Inland can start near $80,000, and offshore saturation divers can earn $300,000 plus with higher risk. Code-heavy niches like nuclear, pressure vessels, and military work often pay $70,000 to $120,000 with full union benefits. Combination welders who run multiple processes and positions routinely earn 50 to 100% more than single-process production welders locked to a bench. Trade school is the fast path. 6 to 12 months, usually $5,000 to $15,000 at a welding school or community college. Community college programs can come in at $3,000 to $8,000. Many let you test for industry certifications on site. Apprenticeships run 3 to 4 years with a paycheck from day one. First-year apprentices earn about 50 to 60% of journeyman scale with benefits. Certs are the currency. The American Welding Society, or AWS, runs 1G through 6G position tests. 6G pipe is the gatekeeper for pipeline and refinery work. Match the process to the niche. TIG, GTAW for aerospace and stainless, MIG, GMAW for production, Stick, SMAW, and flux core for field and structural. Underwater welding is a separate lane. Commercial dive school takes 7 to 9 months and $15,000 to $25,000, plus Association of Diving Contractors International, or ADCI, credentials. Owning a rig raises income. A welder with a truck and machine can bill a separate rig rate of $20 to $35 per hour in field work. Timeline check. With focus, you can move from school to solid earnings in 12 to 36 months. Faster if you apprentice while training. What can robots do today? Auto body lines at Tesla, Ford, and GM are already more than 90% robot welded. That has been true for decades. New AI vision systems like Path Robotics and Cobot welders from Hirobotics, ABB, Fanuc, and Universal Robots put automated welding in reach for small shops. Robot as a service groups like Rapid Robotics and Vectis lower the upfront cost. Production welding displacement is happening right now in job shops. Here is what machines still cannot do well. Pipeline welding in a ditch on uneven ground in wind and rain with variable fit-up is a human skill test. Structural steel up on the iron, refinery shutdowns, and pressure piping that must pass X-ray require judgment, repositioning, and code work in tight spots. Ship hulls, nuclear pressure vessels, military repair, and underwater welding remain human-dominant. Inspection robots help, but they do not replace the weld. Goldman Sachs estimates about 1/4 of U.S. work hours are automatable, while skilled field trades are among the least exposed categories. The World Economic Forum, or WEF, sees manufacturing automation continuing through 2030, while construction and field trades grow in demand. McKinsey research adds that repetitive physical tasks in controlled environments are highest displacement, while variable condition field roles are much lower. The trade is splitting. Production and factory welding is the automation bullseye, while field and code welding remain human and in short supply. Shortage matters. The American Welding Society, AWS, estimates the U.S. will be short roughly 360,000 welders by 2027. Verdict for the next 10 years. Production welding faces medium risk of automation, while skilled field and code welding faces low risk and ongoing demand. Get 6G certified. It is the single highest leverage move, unlocking pipeline, refinery, and pressure vessel work. Avoid a career locked to production benches. Move toward field work where every joint and position changes. Go where the work is. Texas, Alaska, North Dakota, Wyoming, Louisiana, and Appalachia pay premiums for oil and gas and heavy industry. Stack specialty endorsements. Nuclear pressure vessel under ASME Section 9, military codes, and aerospace TIG keep you valuable. Own the rig if you want to level up. The separate rig rate adds $20 to $35 per hour on top of wage. Underwater welding is high risk and high reward. Only pursue it if you can pass the dive physical and accept the safety trade-offs. Most welders land near $49,000 a year on W-2, but specialized hands see six figures with travel, per diem, and rig pay. The AI story splits the trade. Factories automate fast. Field and code work stay human in this decade. Robots took the factory floor. They cannot touch the pipeline. Want to keep building a future-proof career? Click the video on the screen to keep going.